Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the comic book review series. And today I am going to be talking about issue 3 of Batman 89. So as I mentioned previously, the first issue of Batman 89 got off to a very slow start, mostly because it was just more or less establishing the Tim Burton universe and introducing some of the characters that we didn't see in the two Tim Burton Batman movies. And it more or less established Harvey Dent in this universe, who was played by Billy D. Williams. And we saw at the end of issue 2, it's kind of more or less put him on the path to becoming Two-Face. So issue 3 picks up where we left off at the end of issue 2, where we saw Harvey Dent running into the burning building to try and save someone, and he was knocked unconscious, and we see like a tank of acid just slowly dripping towards him. So that pretty much how we left issue 2 of Batman 89. And I thought issue 2 was a lot better than issue 1. Not saying there was anything wrong with issue 1. It was okay, but a little bit slow. Issue 2 more or less just kick the door down and just say, yep, we're all established, we're off to the races, let's do it. And also in issue 2, it established the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent, which we didn't really see get explored much in the first Batman movie. And we also saw the debut of Harvey Bullock in this universe, because as we all remember, Harvey Bullock officially wasn't actually in Batman 89, although they had a character named Eckhart who was more of a corrupt, deadbeat cop working for Boss Grissom before he was taken out by Jack Napier. So we finally got to see Harvey Bullock in this universe, and he's pretty much what you expect, really. Loud, foul-mouthed, but at the same time likes to do his job and wants things to be done the right way. So we're going to have a look at issue 3. As you can see, there's Barbara Gordon, or as she's known in this universe as Sergeant Barbara Gordon. So let's have a look. So we see Harvey Dent save Drake from the burning building, but there's a little twist to it as well. You know, you think, oh, Harvey Dent actually saved the boy. You know, he's actually a hero. Yeah, there's a little twist to it. So I'm going to do a little shout out. Here's 1 year later. That's for Chris, one of my good friends. We always do the SpongeBob gags, so I thought I'd just throw one in there. So we see Harvey Dent has saved Drake. It's all over the papers, and Harvey Dent is more or less hailed as a hero. And we see Barbara Gordon has now become Commissioner Barbara Gordon, which is something that was established in Batman Beyond in the DCAU many years after. So pretty cool we're getting that here. So here's what really happened. So Harvey Dent went into the burning building, as we saw at the end of issue 2, as you can see there. And yeah, he's pretty much got burned. So although Drake was saved at a very heavy price, so there's Bruce Wayne as there as well. And kind of see Drake and Bruce working together a little bit. Interesting. So we got the explosion, and Harvey Dent is badly burned. We don't actually see how burned, but we more or less kind of know what's happened to him. So it looks like we're actually finally getting it in this universe. I always thought that Harvey Dent would get burned in court, like in the original source material where Boss Maroni threw the acid at Harvey Dent in court. And they kind of showed that in Batman Forever. But yeah, I like the twist they've gone with here. It's a little bit more gritty, a little bit more darker, and a bit more gruesome. So I like the, you know, the burning building and half of his body and face catches fire. So I think I like that one more. But obviously, getting thrown in acid in court is classic Two-Face origin story. So there's some more there. And there's our first shot of what Billy D. Williams would have looked like as Two-Face. So I'm just going to give you a close-up there. It's pretty cool. I like the artwork for this. They've really done a good job capturing the likeness of Billy D. Williams, and it's very horrific, as you'd imagine Two-Face to be. So I'm guessing this is kind of what he would have looked like if Harvey Dent would have got burned in Batman Returns, or maybe he would have become Two-Face in Batman Forever. But I think the plan originally was he would have got burned at the end of Batman Returns, and in Batman Forever he would have been the main villain, or at least one of the main villains, alongside the Riddler. So that would have been pretty amazing, I think. So hey, look at that. Poor Harvey. Bruce is obviously in shock, and rightly so. So they're going to take Harvey to the hospital. And this is more or less where things get really good here. So it's the first meeting of this universe's Harvey Bullock and Bruce Wayne. I like how the colours of his suit are pretty much what he would wear in the animated series. You know, the brown suit, yellow shirt, black tie. They would become his trademark colours in the animated universe. And as I said before, got a bit of grey there. So obviously this must be years after. So they more or less say that it was arson. Oh, I didn't realise. So we got that Harvey Bullock. He's like Detective Lieutenant Bullock at this point. So I imagine he'll become detective later. And this is more or less an arson, they reckon. And there is Catwoman, who made her return back in issue 2. So there's a little bit more here. And some more there. So we're kind of getting to know Drake a little bit more. Look at that. There's a little Easter egg there. Never realised. Pretty cool. So it's quite funny. Bruce has obviously got a cat on the brain. And it's quite a funny thing. It's not meant to be funny, but I think that's quite cool. And Bruce obviously is not comfortable being on the front cover of the newspaper. See there, look. Bruce Wayne, superhero. I like how they based Michael Gough's likeness with Alan Napier's, so that's pretty good as well. So we'll get into the mind of Harvey Dent here, as you can see. So I think he's already more or less on his way to becoming Two-Face, if he isn't already. So yeah, these next few pages is just pretty much from Harvey Dent's point of view. And yeah, he's already got burned, but he's not quite Two-Face yet. He's still got a lot of Harvey Dent in him. So you can see the wheels are turning. On the surface, he looks, he looks normal. He looks okay, but we can clearly see he's not. Nice little Max Shrek's Easter egg there, and Batman's after Catwoman. So pretty much a homage to Batman Returns with Catwoman and Batman's famous rooftop moments. I even get to share a little kiss there as well, so that's pretty cool. Now Two-Face is more or less established here, so that pretty much sets up for the next issue. But yeah, by and large, very good issue. This is done a really good job with establishing Two-Face in this universe. Very, very good, very enjoyable. And it's kind of how I imagine how a Batman Tim Burton movie would have been like if we had got to see Two-Face, and we would have seen how Harvey Dent transformed. So very cool. So there you have it. Batman 89, issue 3. Very enjoyable. Does an amazing job in establishing how Harvey Dent became Two-Face and the way he got burned as well. I thought that was pretty cool and very horrific. Very enjoyable. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What was your thoughts on Batman 89 issue 3? Did you enjoy it? What was your thoughts on how Harvey Dent became Two-Face? Do you think they did a good job with establishing Harvey Dent in this universe? If not, would you have preferred if they went with the classic Two-Face origin with Boss Maroni throwing acid at Harvey Dent's face in court? And also, now that Catwoman is back on the scene, alive and well, what kind of role do you think she is going to play in this story? And what do you think she's going to be doing with Batman? Are they a couple now, or are they just going to be playing the classic cat and mouse game routine that we know them for? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the comic book review series. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, thanks for listening.